know is get money, man. All this money turn me to a money man. And that chopper make him do the running man. When you bet I get caught with that gun in hand. All that chopper turn me to a trap star. All this rapping turn me to a rap star.
Came double low, then he can't hang out. Fuck talking tough, nigga.
I am positive you guys know who I'm doing this video on, but I want to bring back that classic, separate myself from the one and only LA Capone. Let's hear it.
How you leave your man's there for a broke bitch? What? Most of these rap niggas on some hoe shit. How going to school gonna teach most shit? And the teacher said I wouldn't be shit. I guess I'm just stuck on that street shit.
Today we're profiling LA Capone, one of the best rappers and best talents to ever come out of Chicago. It's no way to get around that. No matter if you're not a fan of the BDs, because he was a BD over there from 600, you can't deny this guy's talent. Like, that mixtape he had, Separate Myself, was simply one of the best put together mixtapes of the drill movement. Like, and I think it's honestly better than a lot of the mainstream stuff that comes out of Chicago. That mixtape was absolutely phenomenal. Like, you can't be a fan of drill music and not like LA Capone, no matter what side of the fence you like. So today we're going to be talking about some of the positives he had about him, and kind of just go about his life and talk about what he meant to certain people and what he meant to his gang, and really like a whole gamut of things revolving this guy. Okay, so let's get to it. So for starters, his name was Leonard Anderson, and he was killed when he was 17. Now, that is one of the worst things ever, and we see a lot of this in the black community, that we have this immense amount of talent and we die young. You know, what the average age of a killer in Chicago, I'm getting this from Chicago World News and also from some of the research I did in college, it's like 16, 17, an average, life expectancy in that situation will probably be around, people that are in gangs will have to be somewhere around 17-ish, so it's very unfortunate thinking about that. But let's get to this man's body of work. Okay, so his star was really rising because he had that Play for Keeps song, which was like everybody that listens to this guy refers to that song, because that was his top song. Then for me personally, I like Separate Myself, as you can hear in the intro. The GAT, it was a multitude of songs this guy had. He just had a whole catalog, and he was just starting. Lyrically speaking, he was phenomenal. He was good with his words, and you would think, an individual that, as you read about him, he wasn't as fun in school. You would think individuals like that don't have the lyrical wordplay that a lot of these, I guess, so-called educated academics have. But man, LA Capone can really rip it up, man, on the mic. He was absolutely phenomenal. I still catch myself, if I'm riding around and I got my song just on shuffle and that Separate Myself comes on, just blasting it. I love that I ain't gonna rap on here, but you know what I mean, man. So anyways, as I said earlier, he's part of the 600 BDs over there with 600 Breezy, Rondo, D-Rose, all those guys. Yeah, so when he died, it was a tremendous fallout. He was big friends with Take 600. He made a lot of songs, in tribute to him, and he meant a lot to this gang. And I don't think it was just because his talents and whatnot. He was just down for it. He always repped 600 in everything he did. He brought his guys in all his videos. He was just I guess the figurehead of that 600 movement. And when he died, it was just kind of a fallout. A lot of the members, stopped talking to each other. And I'm kind of speaking about the Take 600 situation. I know it was because of snitching and stuff, but I don't know if he snitched or not. I'm just disclaimer there. But it was a whole bunch of that kind of went on, and it was just kind of like a fallout that probably wouldn't have happened if he had survived. Yeah, which is really unfortunate. And now that we look at his family history, you can see that he had a really supportive family. I know he rapped in one of his songs about his mom kicking him out. However, in one of the ZACKTV videos that I saw, or I believe that was ZACKTV, yeah, his mother owns a restaurant, and his sister was their family was really big into this restaurant scene, and not a lot of individuals in the drill movement have families that have ownership or something, and he really had a support staff of well put together individuals, which we don't see in this this line of this environment, excuse me. because, you know, a lot of people come from like broken homes with moms are strung out, you know, dad is like nowhere to be found, in jail, dad, something like that. But LA Capone had like a pretty supportive mom and pretty supportive, like, you know, family system. And you can definitely tell that in a lot of his like raps and stuff, because I say one of the biggest hallmarks of an individual prospering is the support from their family, you know. And, you know, if people can talk to each other like civilized individuals, that does build character and builds, like, I will say, more of a academic sense of how to carry yourself and how to understand things and how to put things together. You become a better critical thinker. So I know this video is kind of going long, but I kind of just want to talk about how his music really showed a lot of individuals that even if you live in this environment, you can be one of the best and lyrically, you know, unique individuals within this music scene or entertainment scene, but in general. You know, I don't listen to Kanye a lot. Lupe is my favorite rapper, but I would say LA Capone is not on the lyrical side of Lupe, but this guy was only 16, 17 with those bars and formulating music together. You know, you can't beat that at that age. And he was just growing. You know, you can see in his body of work that he definitely had more hits to come. And unfortunately, he was taken from us at 17 years old, which seems to be a theme of a lot of these great artists that we have coming up, you know, from the Pappies and all the other individuals that you know, left us early. It's extremely unfortunate. And yeah, I just want to say R.I.P. to LA Capone. His music does live on. He I don't think it'd be a time where people forget his music. Anytime you listen to Chicago music, LA Capone should be right on your radar. Yeah, with that said, I just want to thank you guys for listening. Yeah, it means a lot for me to be able to talk about how positive these people are, because we see all these negativity about these people. People talking about, oh, they smoking such and such, but we don't really look at the fact that the individual had true talent and they could have changed the world in a better capacity if they were let to live, or they wasn't negatively influenced by some of the things that are the downfalls in Chicago. So thank you guys for listening to Positive Spins, and yeah, more videos to come. I'm sorry for how late I've been on this. I've been super busy at work, man. These 9 to 5s are killing me. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. You have a great day. Bye.
Niggas tweaking, think I ain't got the gat, they must be off the yak. Tell my little who I fucked the